In this video, I don't know why I have deep voice, we're going to be playing Seed of Life, a game that's supposed to be a puzzle game, but in fact, a death trap. Literally died 30 to 40 times in this game. No joke.
Lumion has depleted.
Hey, what's up? My name is GG Fizz, and today we're taking a look at a brand new game called Seed of Life. It's a game that kind of caught my interest in, well, its beauty, and also it has puzzles, and I've been playing a lot of Genshin, so I figured might as well get into some more puzzle games aspects, and yeah. So I will tell you right now, the game is not bad. This is going to be kind of a review video and also kind of a showcase. I've played about 12 and a half hours on it. I've done all of Act 1 and almost Act 2, and I'm going to be showcasing that in this video, and I'll probably, hopefully, by the time I'm actually done editing, I'll finish the entire game. I have no idea how long this game is, but I wanted to showcase and kind of do something different. And yeah, so let's get right into it. I'll say this right now before we get into it. It is a hard game. I think I've died like 28 times. I mean, like, it's not hard. It's hard in the beginning because you don't understand. I think that's what the main problem of the game is, the understanding and not like kind of tutorial is in the beginning. I think that's the main problem of the game, and maybe also probably voice acting, but I'll get into that later. But anyways, let's get into what the actual game is about. So Seed of Life is an action adventure puzzle game that take you to the beautiful and yet toxic world where almost all life is disappeared. There is only one way to survive: help Cora find the seed, and an alien device capable of generating essence of life to save the planet from annihilation. It's pretty cool, and yeah, let's just get right into the gameplay now, and I'll start talking.
Our sun is dying, and soon Lumia will fall into darkness. The last spark of life will be forever lost. I was a baby when it happened. The world's been dead ever since I can remember. Maybe a bit greener when I was younger. And some flowers. I love flowers. My grandfather tells me stories. They always sound like a dream. I wish I could be in that dream. But they came, and they took everything. Why? What did we do to deserve this? We call them Nemorians, and they brought chaos and death into our world. Now, we slowly die, without hope, without a future. This can't be the end. I will not fall into darkness and wait for everything to disappear. There must be a way. We have to escape somehow. We live in this small house. It's the only home I've ever known. Grandpa doesn't tell me things. He believes I'm too young. But I saw it. The seed exists. Only it can bring back life and make the world flow once again. I sit here every day. I can't watch these candles burn anymore. Their flames get smaller, and so does my soul. I need to find the seed. I need to go. I need to find out where the seed is located. When I was little, Grandpa took me to see it. We were far away, and I only remember a vague silhouette surrounded by lots of water. One more book to read, At least something to help me remember. This one talks about some kind of ancient race that used to harvest lumium, the source of all life. Grandpa was obsessed with this kind of thing. Wait, what's this? Some kind of note? The seed is empty and it needs a vessel of light. I need to go there and rekindle it if Lumia is to survive. I had no choice. There is no more time. And Cora, my beloved granddaughter, if I don't see you again, know that I'm doing this for you and Lumia. I love you with all my heart. Grandpa wants to reignite the seed? No! There has to be another way. I have to find it. Grandpa must have left me this book to help me understand Lumia better. I've never seen it before. Seems like it has detailed information about the seed and lumium plants. I remember Oren telling me how the plants are able to absorb lumium from the ground and store it. I wish I had more time to read it. I often saw Grandpa use this strange object to maintain the alien technology around the house. I'll take it with me, just in case. Oh, and there's the key. Okay, I'm ready to leave the house now.
Alrighty, so at this point, I was actually about to just shut the game off because the voice acting, it just doesn't have the feeling of the person that wants to actually, like, be there, right? It's very mellow and it's kind of just dry, in my opinion. If the voice actor was just more rambunctious and just like, oh, excited, it would probably be a really good storytelling game. But at this point, I just, the story, I just didn't like the voice acting. I thought it could just do more. I feel like the voice actor, whoever it is, bravo for them to do it and everything, but I just wish there was more excitement and enthusiasm in the voice because it does seem very dull and lackluster, in my opinion. She goes on and talks about the water, the sun, the sky. Everything is just dying. It's miserable. It's a terrible place to live. And to be honest, it looks gorgeous. I will say this. The game does look indeed gorgeous. I do have some FPS drop for some reason when I have OBS running and stuff. So I have tweaked a little bit. I don't know if you can show it in this. But yeah, basically, she's just going over all the death and kind of destruction of the planet is dying. The sun looks gorgeous, by the way. It's a blue sun. It looks really good. And then we get to this last beacon of light, which is this is your respawn area. So this is what you do to actually respawn in the world when you die. And let me tell you, I die a lot. I have already said this. I've died a lot in this game.
This object on the wall seems to hold a pedal. What if... the object is reacting. I can take it. I tried so many times to do this.
Seriously? Seriously? Now, since we're controlling her and being part of the story, she can now take this? Or is it something to do with her age and maturity? I don't really know, but you'll find out soon that she's kind of like the chosen one to save the planet and stuff, just like any other kind of story. But that's okay. You know, there has to be a goal and succession for actually wanting to play the game. Alright, so now I have come to the conclusion that the game's not actually going to tell you where to go or what to do for the most part. It does tell you, like, kind of objective goals of what you need to do, like cross the river. Okay, how do we cross the river? The river's poisonous. Where's the path? It doesn't show the path, right? And this is the one thing, I guess, is the puzzle aspect of the game. It doesn't tell you where to go. So for people that want to do actual puzzles, not like platform puzzle stuff, this wouldn't be good for them because, well, I mean, it doesn't tell you where to go. But anyways, I figure it out. We get across and we find this weird thing.
Nemorian ships in the sky. It looks like they're leaving. No reason to panic. The last ship I saw left years ago. Something must have happened. That one is passing really close. Wait, something happened. I think a small drone was released from it. I better go and investigate. I hope it's not dangerous.
Bloody spaceships. Oh my goodness, we have bloody damn spaceships now. Okay, well, that's something new, incredible, and interesting for this for this story to unfold. I thought she said the aliens were gone. Apparently not. But anyways, we make it over here and we find our actual first puzzle, or second puzzle, I guess you would call it. I don't know. You decide.
Another pedestal. To activate it, I have to align the circles and insert the missing petals. Wait a minute.
Yo, not come. It is safe. Glad. Not time.
What was that? The pedestal is trying to tell me something?
Okay, so this is your first puzzle, all right? It looks pretty simple. You gotta line up the things with the things, right? For some reason, I'm just stupid. I must be really, really stupid, but you just need to line up the triangle bits with the triangle hexagon bits on the corners. And for some reason, I couldn't do this. This literally took me 10 minutes, but I'm just gonna fast forward it because I'm stupid.
Aligning the circles to form the correct symbols seemed to activate the pedestal. Now it's able to heal, and the darkness from this area is
And you know those
gone.
petals that we found earlier? We found another one, and we have two on the top right. You can see right now. We place them in, and boom, bada bing, bada boom. We get a new ability, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of like the puzzle aspects and the abilities in the game, is where you need to collect these petals to then gain power to help you on your journey. And this one is the basic one. This is kind of the one that helps you on your way to know where to go. This is like a really crucial one because, well, it's important because it tells you where to go. It's pretty good. It's a good ability. But at the moment, it's not active. We can't even pick it up because we don't have a device to hold it. So now we need to go get a new device, alien. I don't know what you would even call it. I don't know what it's called. I didn't write it down. On my notes thing, you go and get this device, so then you can use this device to tell you where to go to get other devices. It's complicated, but not really complicated.
I need some sort of device to interact with this. This place gives me the chills. Darkness is spreading everywhere, and it feels like Lumia is screaming. I'm all alone, and I'm scared. No, I need to stay focused and positive. I can change things. I have to. For Grandpa and for Lumia.
Oh boy, well, these are the aliens that destroy the world. They're basically, Smurfs. And I immediately get killed by one. Absolutely destroyed. But yeah, that's the alien. That's what everyone was scared of. I don't know if this is Earth. I mean, this isn't Earth. It's like it's a planet called Lumia. So I guess they didn't have civilization technology. I guess they just did a lot more alien trade or conquered. I don't know. It's very more primitive or magic-based world than
I've never seen
anything.
anything like this. Maybe it's a trap. What should I do?
For one, don't pick it up, because that's always a bad thing to touch alien technology.
You found it. I was afraid. I sent it too far.
Who are you? What do you want with me?
My name is Nar, and I tried to speak to you earlier at the pedestal. The device inside the drone is attracted by your essence.
You speak my language?
I do. Your language is part of our system.
I knew it! You're an Amorian! You destroyed our world and left us with nothing! You will pay for what you did here!
Whoa, back up. So they had no choice to destroy this planet. Yet they destroyed it because they probably need some other source of power or energy. Anyways, they go into a heated debate and talk about all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she gives us a device that we can actually use now to actually look and hit number 1 on our keyboard to actually see where we need to go for our next task, which is really good, really useful, and it actually is very nice because now we actually have a designation or a direction of where we need to go for objectives, which is the whole point. The whole problem before is I couldn't find where I need to go, and now we do. And bam, just like that, we can now see where we're going. There's a little compass on our back now, which is kind of cool. And it's kind of stupid because I forgot to turn this back on, which is G, later down the road. I'm not even joking, and I get super duper lost. Like, I'm so lost, I have no idea where I'm going. I literally spent 2 hours running around the next area, just not knowing what to do until I like explored everything and tried to brute my way through that, and then yeah, basically. So, but it's cool. You activate the ability, hidden jumping pad areas where you can actually jump on, illuminate, and also obviously when you hit G with this thing, device, you can actually see an arrow. So it's really cool, interesting, and yeah. And I'm pretty dumb when I didn't know where to go earlier. You'll see.
There's nowhere else to go now. Grandpa told me about this path. It must lead to the seed. I have to follow it.
Alrighty, in a brand new area, there's always going to be brand new obstacles and challenges. And guess what? This area is what does your head in. And so, I was stupid. I forgot to turn on the compass again. You won't see it ever again until probably, I don't know if I even turn it back on, to be honest. I turned it on now after editing because I remembered it. But I don't have the compass on anymore. I don't know where I'm going because I didn't read the thing. And you got to get the pedals to turn the doors off, all right? The shields, we get that. I already knew that. That's something that we already know that. But then now we have to actually get to the main seat itself, and quite frankly, it's a challenge, and it's like I said, I spent 2 hours in this area because I didn't turn the compass on. My fault, my bad. I'm stupid.
I feel exhausted. Without Lumium, the air is suffocating, and I will not make it very far. Whoa! The earthquakes are worsening. I can feel they're a lot stronger now. I need to do something, or they will shatter everything.
Alright, cool. Now we're introduced to a new puzzle. It's just climbing. It's just a basic climbing mechanic. You gotta get on the fire branches, which I'm surprised you just don't fall off because it's super hot, fire, you know, and climb across. Plain and simple, just don't fall in.
These Lumium plants survived the cataclysm.
Yes, they did. And thanks to your talisman, you can gather their light to empower your abilities.
But I don't want to steal their life force.
Don't worry, they will regenerate.
It's so warm and welcoming. Let's see if I can actually extract that lumium.
Well, my father always said if something's not using its energy, you steal it. So anyways, now we just steal the freaking life out of plants now. I mean, shit. I agree with her. Not stealing life to, you know, it's just a bad mojo. All right, I was already feeling a little iffy now, but now I was feeling real iffy about about stealing plants' life
I
forms.
remember this place now. Orin brought me here when I was younger. It was so different back then. More lumium, more life. Grandpa had more hope for our world. Something is amiss here.
Try using your vision ability.
The lumium has depleted.
And I thought I was going to be smart. I was going to come back to the plant or the respawn area and grab more and then fill it up. But no, that's not how it works. So the door has a certain amount of lumium that you need. This one needs 100. We can only hold about, I think, 85 right now. So we need to upgrade our lumina storage capacity. And the way to do that, to be honest, I have no idea. I think it's collecting the petals or collecting a certain amount of different plants. I still don't actually know, and still playing, I still don't know. I have no idea how you upgrade them, but whatever. You get upgrades over time, and then you can open the doors. So yeah, you somehow, I think it's the petals or it's the plants. I have no idea.
Be careful not to die. You will lose all the lumium you've collected since the last pedestal you visited. Visiting a pedestal will save it.
Anyways, I figured out how do you actually upgrade it through the watching me play is collecting the plants. That's basically it. That's literally how you upgrade your lumen storage.
We made it. I never got this far.
Well done, Cora. The seed is closer, but to reach it, you'll need to collect more ability capsules from the pedestals nearby. The talisman's compass will point to their locations. Oh, and don't forget to gather more lumium. Having an abundance will make your journey less troublesome.
It's not going to be easy.
Oh boy, let me tell you right now, this was not easy. So this is the part, this is the area that I was stuck for like about 2 hours. Basically, because of the compass not actually being on, I had to explore a lot. And just here is a compilation of me dying a lot. Just failing and dying. But hey, I got through it in the end, and I think I did a pretty damn good job.
This place is completely dark. I shouldn't go in there right now.
I'm gonna be real. I felt defeated. I thought that this was the end. I literally spent hours. I ran through the water, ran through the cave, died in the cave. I literally felt defeated. But then it struck me. Why don't I try and get to the other respawn point? So I did. And now we get a new ability. I was like, oh, what is it gonna be? Like maybe something fighting or whatever. And it's like, no, it's a light bulb. It's a light bulb. And I was like, what the hell am I gonna use a light bulb for? Oh, that's right. There's a cave I just found that is super dark for some reason. Let me go back to that cave and use that as a light bulb. Duh.
This place looks unstable. It could collapse at any time. I should be careful.
You know, sometimes I should probably listen to the narrative, but you know, I didn't. I just didn't. I'll just fall right in and die. Well, thank God I died, because then I found this thing. I still don't even know what this does.
I need more lumium to interact with this
it needs like a certain amount of lumium to power up or something. I have no idea what it does. I no idea. And then we finally made it. We made it to another pedestal checkpoint thing, and basically this will also have another power-up. And I was excited to get it going because I would like to see what our next power would be. And you know what we get? We finally get something that I've been needing from the start. Regeneration. Healing. Thank God, because I was getting so sick of dying because I wasn't able to heal. Luckily now we have the healing aspect now of the game, which is now gonna make the game a lot better now. But there's one more power up that makes this game a lot of fun now, and that's the next one. But to get it, it's a pain in the ass, and this takes me another hour or so to get because, like I said, I forgot to turn the compass on. I forgot to figure out where to go, and it just takes me such a damn long time because I have no idea where I'm going. So yeah, I spend the next, you know, probably like 30 to 45 minutes just trying to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to actually go. This platform thing, I thought it takes us to where we need to go. No, I found this pedal thing. That's cool. Activate, deactivate. It's a force field that we literally just walked around anyways. And then I just decide we're gonna jump off and swim back to the other area because maybe that's the way I'm actually supposed to go. So remember that door earlier that I tried to get through the death smoke? Well, I unlocked the force field again, and I have enough lumen now. I will have enough to actually open the door, and that's where you're supposed to go, to the next area. I'm smart. I'm very smart. Thank you very much.
Lumium has depleted.
Well, here we go. I'm on the right track. I don't really know I am on the right track. I am at a lumen. I'm dying. The heartbeats are getting louder and louder. And to be honest, I was just getting super paranoid. This heartbeat thing is loony. But anyways, I saw there was a checkpoint. I'm trying to get up this damn freaking hill. I'm like, come on, can I do this? I'm almost there. I'm about to get it. And the game hates me. But what can you do? Just gotta try it again. Anyways, I got to the checkpoint, finally, but now I'm at a predicament again where I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of exploring. I see these plants. I should be picking these plants up. I don't know why I'm not, but I'm just not. I'll pick this one up. Nah, never mind. I see that there's like a dust cloud over there, and I was like, oh, maybe this is the way to go. No, I turn right around, and I go the other way after I get these two petals. You know why? Because I saw another checkpoint. So I was like, oh, maybe this is the actual way I'm supposed to go. No, it's not. I don't even know why this checkpoint's even over here. Just to grab this, like, one plant over here in the far distance. Anyways, this is the death trap. So don't come over here, because this literally kills you instantly when you get too close to the border. Anyways, when I respawn, I turn back around. I go back the other way because obviously, like, that's not the way. I see there's an actual ramp on my left now, so I'm gonna go up there because I feel like, oh, that's the way to go. And sure enough, it is. And this is one of the best superpowers that you're about to get. The power of mega jumping and stuff. It's incredible, and also running finally too. Thank God, running. Holy crap! It's been so long since we've been able to run. No, we haven't been able to run at all yet. So, jeez. And there it is, the power of run, sprint, and jumping. And this is so useful, and it makes the traveling so much better in the game. Like, I wish we got this sooner, because now we can literally jump and run so far and quick. But now we can test it. So remember those pads earlier, those platforms earlier that we couldn't cross? Well, guess what? We can now cross it because of lightning speed. Now this gets it's pretty hard to use. I'm not gonna lie. The first couple of minutes, I was just jumping around like a lunatic, trying to just figure out how it works. And then I accidentally run into one of these plants, and you know the rest. We have everything we need. We have the speed, we have the jump, we have the light, we have the heals, and we have the instrument of telling us where it is in the platform. The problem is, the next part, not joking as well, took me another hour. I feel like I'm just bad at this game at this point, and I was literally about to just stop playing because I felt like I just shouldn't be playing this game. But nonetheless, I pursued it because I was actually having a lot of fun now jumping around. And let me tell you, jumping around and running with the heels and everything, it's really good. It feels nice. I like the mechanic. I think they did a really good job on this, so it's really fun.
You made it, Cora.
That was intense. My heart is beating like crazy. That was so close.
You'll get accustomed to it. Don't worry. Now go ahead. The seed is close.
Yeah, I can feel its energy. Watch me, Grandpa. I'm about to save Lumia.
I like punishment. I'll tell you right now, that's a lie. This took me easily 30 minutes, this next part. You know why? Once again, I forgot about different abilities. I literally forgot about the platforms. I forgot about the heals. I forgot about just everything. And this is the part where you need to be very precise with your, how would you say, Luna energy, because if you're not, well, you just die very quickly. And here's a montage of dying a crap ton.
The darkness. It's burning so bad. Depleted. The seed. It's unbelievable. Better than anything that I imagined.
Quickly, Cora.
Now, I thought it was going to be easy after I got there in the first place, but then obviously I ran out of energy, and then for some reason I was just being stupid. I think I was talking to someone at that point on Discord, so I just wasn't paying attention to turn on the platform things. But finally get in there, and now the hard part is trying to consume enough energy so that way I can make it in one go, because there's no replenishing of energy, and this is what takes the longest now, is just trying to get over there because you don't have enough energy, right? Because you have to have energy for the platforms, and then you need to have energy for the heals. It's loony. But as you can see, this is the final play. I've literally an hour on this now. No joke, 100%. It was been an hour. I had to take a break. I ate some food. I ate some dinner. Dinner was delicious. Had chicken. And yeah, it was freaking loony. But I finally did it, and I thought this was like, oh, this is good. This is good. Oh, Grandpa. Grandpapa?
Let's end this nightmare.
Oh no.
Once and for all. It's over. I feel so tired.
It's not over yet, lady.
But I've never been happier.
It will take time for Lumia to regenerate, but the seed is working and the sun is getting brighter.
So at this point, I was like, wow, I'm finally done.
Cora!
And then this guy
Grandpa?
starts talking. And I was like,
Is that
oh,
really
it's
you?
Grandpa. And I was like, okay, maybe he's
Yes,
got a
my
better...
dear.
No.
I've missed
No.
you so much.
He
I
he
knew
doesn't.
you
No.
would make it. Now that the seed is active, some of my devices are working again.
I'm so glad to hear your voice.
Me too. I've been yearning to speak with you ever since I've left the house. There
Me
are
too?
so many
He says
things
me
to
too.
say.
The voice acting, I just don't understand. It's anyways. Basically, we saved this area. We got to see Grandpa Pa was under, I guess he's still alive. He left us at the house for some reason. I don't know why. He's a bad grandpa. But we got the seed working. It's going to start powering up the sun. But some bad stuff starts to happen, and we got to run.
There is a teleporter nearby. It will transport you to the canyon behind the house, where you can find the entrance leading to the second seed.
I understand. No reason to linger any longer.
I'm gonna be real. She sounds super depressed that Grandpa is like, oh, by the way, there's a second seed. Yeah, you need to go power that seed, and then the world will be saved. And then I bet he's gonna say, oh, by the way, there's a third. No, there's a fifth. No, there's an eighth. It's just gonna continue on and on until the whole planet is basically alive and kicking. So yeah, it's kind of sad. I feel bad for her a little bit, but it is what it is, I guess.
What's happening?
No, they're back.
The ships that I saw leaving?
Yes, but only 2 of them.
One of them seems to be landing.
Now hurry to the teleporter, or it will crush you.
But yeah, so that's kind of the first playthrough, the Act 1 of this. If this is something that you guys are interested in, I hope you like this kind of narrative review, joking around kind of video. I wanted to try something different for this game. And for right now, for review, let me point my pointers. I think the voice acting could use some work. I feel like it just needs more livelihood, and to be honest, maybe fix the lines a little bit, because like the grandpa saying you too, oh, it's just weird. It's kind of cringy. The visuals though, stunning. The gameplay is hard, but I'm just stupid. And I like the abilities. I really like the abilities, so I think the abilities are really cool. So I think that's what makes the game, and it's something special right there. So if yeah, that's kind of my review. Voice acting could be better. The visuals are great. The mechanics are good, and there's no puzzles. I'm gonna be real. Like, I wanted to play the game for puzzles. There was no puzzles at all. I guess the only puzzle is getting lost. I mean, and that's just my fault. So I don't know why there's puzzles in. Maybe it's further down the road into the next act. And if you guys like this video, we'll do another one. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And if you have any feedback about the video, feel free. Hopefully you enjoyed. That's all I gotta say.